good to see new faces. Hi, new faces.
Hi.
How are we?
We are good.
All right. So, I'm glad. Yes, give me one of those. I'm glad we are seated with our pens and papers to make some note. So this week is the mental health week, and I am just going to take you through what mental health is. Say again.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're appreciated. Yeah, don't come and give me pressure. Let's stay focused. If not, I go home to love shit. And so we are going to go through some kind of common mental health that could affect us in relationships, in our careers, and of course now we are the new stars. So it's very common amongst celebrities. For now, I guess we are the celebrities of the moment, so we are informed on how to manage these things when they come up. Teaching or section is going to be easier because at any time you can ask a question. If you think you forget the question, kindly write down the question. Write down the question and then you can ask me later. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Hey, are you calling me Big Mama? That is the influence of Big Mama on all of us. All right. So, I would just want to have a fair idea from you when we talk about mental health. What comes into your mind? When we talk about mental health, what comes into your mind? Anybody? Not necessarily professional definition. When we say mental health, how would you define it?
I mean, the state of the mind or something.
Yes.
Having like a sound mind or what?
The state of the mind, having a sound mind.
Yeah.
That's good. Who else will give it a try? Yes,
The stability or the instability of the state of the mind.
the stability or instability of the state of your mind. Good try. Who else? Every try is a try. So give me a try and let's go.
I say the normality or the abnormality of the state of the mind.
You have just changed the. You have just changed the.
Does it work?
It works. Okay. You are defining. Who else? The ladies.
Loving or something.
Oh. Hi, lovely. Give us your definition.
Say it.
Oh, I said it could be a condition of one's mental state.
It's a condition of one mental state. Okay, that's a good try too. Is that all? Grace, what comes into mind when we talk about mental health?
Okay.
You want to process it for a time?
Yeah, yes.
All right, we'll process it. So mental health actually is how you think, feel, act. Mental health determines how you think, feel, act. A good mental health is when you feel positive about yourself. Underline word is positive about yourself. And cope well with the everyday pressure. A good mental health is when you feel positive about yourself, not about others, about yourself, and cope well with the everyday pressure. Which means that if your mental health is not good, you can't be able to cope well with the everyday pressure. Undoubtedly, every day comes with a certain amount of pressure. Our daily lives come with reasoning, responsibility, choices, errors, overcoming, and you need all of these things to process through your mind. And so if your mind is not able to process or take the pressure that comes daily, day by day, then it means that your mental health is not as healthy. Please, do we understand? Has it gone down well?
Yeah.
So when we talk about mental health, usually at the mention of mental health, psychos come in there. You will just begin to think about people in the psychiatric hospital. No. Actually, your mental health is evaluated daily. There are days that you are not very healthy. You didn't put on your A game. You didn't do right. You didn't make the right choices. You didn't think through. You lost a thought. When I was studying, one of the things that my lecturer told me, that if you have ever missed a road that you know so well, that day you lost it. You know this is a road to your house, you drive on it. All of a sudden one day, instead of taking a left, you took a right.
Yeah.
You went off that day. You've been using this routine for far too long for you to begin to take a left instead of right. But if you're able to come back to the track, then it means that you overcame on daily basis. But it will become a problem if tomorrow you still go left. The next day you still go left. Then it means that you are moving out of healthy, mentalness. Is that okay? Now, when we talk about that, I'm going to talk about some types of mental health. I'm working with you with my notes, so stay with me. All right. So I'm going to talk about some type of mental health, and then we have depression. We have anxiety. We have dementia. I am not going to talk about dementia today because dementia is really for the old age. When oldies begin to say things and we assume that they are witches and wizards. So I'm going to stay with context that is relatable to us in the house. So I'm going to talk about anxiety, depression, and then I'll talk about stress management.
Management.
What is the third one?
Dementia.
Dementia.
Yes, dementia. Are we done writing?
Yes.
So I'm going to deal with the very popular mental health challenge that is very relatable to us, and that is depression. How many of us have ever experienced a periodical depression, a temporary depression before? Nobody? You have? How long ago?
1 year.
2-3 years ago. Okay.
4 years.
You? How many years ago? 4 years ago. You?
Stay for
How
4
many
years.
years
Like it
ago?
lasted 4 years.
I mean, it's
Oh, it lasted for 4
years.
years. Okay, right.
I mean, it was for a shorter period of time, but then as time goes on, I mean, I could be depressed for like a week or like even 2 days or a day.
And
yes.
then you move past
Right.
that. You had help, a professional help.
Yes. Right. Not a professional. I got through it by my own self, picking myself up and then just moving. Yeah. But then I feel like it's something that occasions or certain events make
Triggers.
it. Yes, right.
Right. Okay. So that's actually a minor depression. It's not something that was compared to lovely. I guess that's a major depression, because if it lasted for 4 years, then it went beyond. How long did yours last?
Yes.
2 years. It lasted for 2 years. So it's a major. Have you experienced some before? How long did it last?
I think coming here really helped because it's been like 3 years.
Coming here. But coming here helped resolve it?
Yeah,
Kind of.
it's kind of.
All right. John, I saw your hand.
Yeah, mine is, sometimes I feel depressed, sometimes I feel better, sometimes,
Your occurrences is like minor.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't stay in for far too long.
No, let's 1 week or few days, I'll be okay.
You both look alike. Koda and Ohineba. Hey, making sure that I'm not seeing wrongly. I keep looking at. Okay, so I know what to make the difference because Kodak have 50 cent on. And, that's the best I can remember. Anyway, let's get back. I'm just trying to make the class less. A mental health condition, depression. I'm teaching depression now. Depression is a mental health condition associated with elevation or lowering of person's mood. Am I going too fast?
Yes.
Depression is a mental health condition associated with elevation or lowering of person's mood, characterized by sadness, loss of interest in activities, which leads to significant
She'll come back. She'll come back. I know.
I take it again.
Okay, cool.
A mental health condition, depression. I'm trying to, so I don't have to repeat again. Depression is a mental health condition associated with elevation or lowering of person's mood, characterized by sadness, loss of interest in activities, which leads to a significant impairment in daily life. A significant loss in your daily life.
That's a loss of interest.
Women are twice the number of men who experience depression. And this is due to our hormonal changes, from puberty to menstruation to pregnancy to miscarriage to menopause. Women go through too many phases, and it gives us twice the opportunity to be depressed than men. But dangerously, if a man is depressed, it's very difficult to pull the person out because they totally break down. Now that we have seen that, we are going to look at the types of depression. Major depressive disorder, usually known as the clinical depression, and it's associated with intense, overwhelming symptoms that last longer than 2 weeks. These symptoms interfere with everyday life. And so I said from the beginning that Lovely had a major depression because she stayed in there for 4 years. That is more than 2 weeks. Koda had been depressed, but it was just for a week. So it's a minor. You could just pull yourself through. When the symptoms of withdrawal and interfering in your daily affairs goes beyond 2 weeks, then it is becoming a serious matter.